how has training gone, and how is your preparation and head of PFL for in Dublin?
Yeah, it's been really good. Do you know what I mean? It's been a great training camp. It's been a long one. Like, do you know what I mean? It's nearly coming up to 10 weeks now. It'll be about 10 weeks on fight week. So it's been a long one, but thankfully I've been healthy all the way through. I've trained really hard, and I feel good. I feel really good and ready to go now for the fight.
I heard you. I heard you talking in the other interviews about your opponent, Calum Seaton, saying that he's not really he's not really coming for the fight, is he? He's coming to try and hug you for the for the duration of the fight. What do you make of your opponent? And are you how confident are you of getting this victory?
Well, I'm extremely confident. I'm almost too confident, but no, I do feel like that's what he's gonna do. I've watched a little bit of tape on him, but it was extremely boring because there's not much engagement. All he does is just hug people, and I think he's gonna try to do the same with me. But he's gonna be in for a rude awakening if he tries any of that stuff for me. Yeah, I'm gonna make this exciting. He's gonna try to do the opposite, but I'm gonna make it an exciting fight, and he's not gonna be able to keep up.
On paper, it's an amateur fight, but you look at the event, you look at the arena, you look at the crowds. Pretty much a professional fight, with the exception of a few rules, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, the build up and the hype and everything around it, it's like a big bleeding professional fight. So that's what it feels like, and I think it suits me because I train like a professional. Like, do you know what I mean, I do everything as a professional would. The only difference is when I step in there, there's a slight change in the rules, but my preparation, everything that I do, my day to day life, I try to live and train like a professional. So I think this suits me quite well to have this type of build up and hype behind the fight and such a big crowd and arena and big platform to showcase my skills. It does have that big fight feeling like it's a professional fight, yeah.
And what is your plan? What is your really what's your the schedule, the time frame behind potentially turning pro? Are we looking at 2024, or are you looking to get more experience? What's the plan in your mind?
Right now I'm just kind of taking it like fight by fight, day by day, like day in day out, trying to improve, trying to reach that next level. Like, do you know what I mean? I've taken massive steps and improvement and over the last year, and I'm still constantly growing as well. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm only 19, so I'm trying to see where I'm at. Like, do you know what I mean? It's these fights are good because I get to showcase my skills and I get to test my skills, what I've been working on, and see the level that I'm at, and to test myself to see if I am the level that I think I am. So it's I'm excited for this one and all the fights that I have coming up as well. It's all the next ones are kind of just about developing myself as a fighter, and then I'll see. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't really have like a time frame on when I'd like to go pro. In my own opinion, like if I was to choose, it'd be sooner rather than later. But we'll have to see what the boss says as well. See what John says, and we'll go from there. Yeah.
Nate, every interview I watch of you, they're always the same questions, aren't they, about the Conor McGregor press conference? I'm just wondering, are you a little bit tired of that, and are you determined to give people something new to talk about on December on the fight during December?
Yeah, I think I'm almost used to it now. Like, do you know what I mean? It feels kind of like a throwback of to when the press conference did first happen. Like, do you know what I mean? But I feel like it's something it was such a big moment, and it went so viral, and everything that led after that moment as well. It went everywhere. So I think like it's something that I've just came to terms with now. Like, that I'm gonna have to deal with the questions and people like knowing me for that moment. But as you said, like I'm ready to show now on such a big platform, and all the eyeballs are back on me. Like, I have so much attention on me now, so many people watching. So when people tune in December 8th, they'll be able to say like, "Oh, that kid from the press conference can actually fight as well." So I think this is the start of me kind of maybe stepping away from that a little bit and giving people like something else to focus on and to show that I'm a serious competitor. Like, I have real skills as well.
I mean, do you feel like there's obviously all the attention, that you feel like there's a target on your back for other fighters? For example, when like a Man United or a Man City playing the FA Cup and they could be playing against the League One, League Two team, that team will always step up to their maximum to try and,
Yeah,
do to cause a bit of an upset, a bit of a giant killing. Do you feel a little bit like that? Your opponents really raise their game because obviously of your profile?
yeah, I've had it since that moment when I got up in the press conference and I got a bit of a name. Then every competition, I go down to a competition in a school hall competing in kickboxing, and there'll be a kid and you'll be looking at him, you'll be like, "Oh, this is a fairly handy fight," and then he comes out and fights me, and he turns into being the best fighter of all time. So I've always kind of had that target on my back that people will come out and they'll be kind of average, And then when they come out and fight me, it's like that they turn into this different monster because they want to be the one to say, oh, I beat that kid, I beat that kid. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's always been the same since I'm a kid. And it'll always really kind of be the same, that people will always want to like turn up to that next gear, a gear that they probably didn't even know that they have when they're fighting me, because they want to say that, like, yeah, I've taken him out, or I've beat him. And it just makes me be 100% every time. Like, do you know what I mean? I know that I can't have an off night, or I can't have an off day. It's always going to be that target on me back, and especially for this one, like there's so many eyeballs, and my opponent's going to want to come in there and shut the crowd up and shut everybody else up and steal that spotlight away from me. But I'm well used to these moments, and everybody that I've fought, like literally since that moment, has had the same mentality, and I've beaten a lot of them. So I feel good.
You know, when obviously a lot of people compare you to Conor McGregor and things like that, but when he was coming up, obviously MMA was still relatively, it wasn't as popular as today. Now, even in Europe, it's absolutely massive. You know, back in my home, we have KSW. Back in Poland, we've got Octagon. They were in Germany recently, 20,000 fans coming out.
Yeah.
MMA right now is up there, a mainstream sport, and you seem to be coming up at the sort of the very height of MMA. I don't think MMA has ever been as popular in Europe as it is now, is it?
No, like even when I look back from when I started, like I started kind of before doing MMA was cool, so it wasn't really like a massive sport. But now, like as you said, it's like a mainstream sport. It's up there with like all the biggest sports in the world, and even in Europe now, like the past few years, the growth that's taken, and especially in Ireland, like how many big shows we've had come over, and now we have the PFL, the European Championship, is in Ireland in the Tree Arena. It's amazing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like we used to be barely have any shows in Ireland, like, and now we're spoiled for choice almost with the amount of shows that we get, and the steps and the levels that the training and the fights and everything has gone up in Europe and all over the world. How big it's gone, it's unbelievable to see, and I feel like it's only gonna go up and up and up. I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon.
I mean, you know, a decade ago, if you wanted to make it big in MMA, UFC was the only place to go. But now you can almost become a superstar without, before even going to the UFC, right?
Yeah. Of course, and especially with the PFL now as well, buying out Bellator and the events that they're putting on, especially for European fighters, like the events that they're putting on, and the kind of platform that they're giving people to be able to go out there and fight for 100 grand and for a belt, and then to be able to make that jump then to the World Series. It's they're giving people a great platform, and it's as you said, like you can definitely become a star now without fighting with the UFC, and I think the PFL are showing that, and they're showing really high levels now.
You'll be fighting in the same arena as Katie Taylor last weekend. Just wondering, did you catch that? And by the way, that was a crackers atmosphere, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was watching it on the telly, but it almost felt like you were in the Tree Arena because the atmosphere was crazy, and it kind of just gave me them goosebumps, gave me that like itching to go, like, do you know what I mean, knowing that I'm fighting there so soon, and to see the arena packed out. It's just like to be able to say like I'm gonna be fighting in that same arena in a few weeks' time it was mental, and to see Katie go out and do the business and to get the job done in the Tree Arena, it's like it gives you that extra bit of motivation and that extra little bit of, do you know what I mean, can't wait to go, like.
Over in Ireland, who's the bigger sporting superstar? Would you say Katie Taylor or a Conor McGregor? Who who really a so difficult question, but who do you think over in Ireland is the bigger star, sporting star?
I think it'd have to be Connor. I think Connor's probably one of the biggest stars in the whole world. So I think it's hard to compare like any celebrity to Connor at this rate. Like, do you know what I mean? I think he's probably up there with like all the mega movie stars and all at this rate. So I think it'd have to be Connor because of how well known he is. But obviously in Ireland, Katie Taylor is so well known as well, and all over the world. If you're going to Ireland, it'd be very rare to find a person that doesn't know either of them, and if they don't know either of them, they're probably living under a rock for the past few years. So both of them are obviously mega stars and mega successful, and great role models.
What do you think about Conor? Do you think we'll see him back in action in 2024?
Yeah, I think 100%. Like I think he's locked in now. He's focused. He's training hard, and I think we'll see a return soon in 2024, hopefully. And I can't wait for when that does come. Yeah.
Obviously, I know fighting is your life, your kickboxing, the MMA. But listen, what do you do away from training? You got to switch off sometimes, right? What do you like to do?
Not much, to be honest. I just kind of chill out. If I'm not training, then I'm kind of watching something got to do with the sport, or I'm chilling out with my girlfriend, or it's not much other things that I enjoy to do. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't really have any other hobbies outside of it. Other than that, I'm just chilling out. watching the sport, watching fights, playing the PlayStation sometimes, chilling with my girlfriend, or eating a lot as well. Obviously, I'm in camp now, so I can't do much of that. But outside of camp, when I'm not training, that's probably my favorite hobby is eating. So.
What are you playing on the PlayStation?
Well, at the moment I'm playing. I'm back into the Fortnite. Yeah, at the moment I'm back into the Fortnite. Or I got the new Spider-Man game as well there a while ago, so I'm betting to that as well. Yeah.
Well, it's important, isn't it? It's important just, I guess, sometimes just to switch off, right? You can't be yeah, that intense all the time, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like for me, it's like sometimes it's hard to switch my brain off. Like, do you know what I mean? I'd sit down and watch a movie, or I go to the cinema sometimes, and I'm just playing. I'm jumping all over the place, and it's hard to contain myself, especially like if it's my rest day, and I'm trying to chill out and I haven't trained that day. It's like I'm trying to contain myself almost because I just want to train or I want to do something like got to do it. It's like I'm 24/7. My brain's like always going, always going. I'm always thinking about something like got to do with the sport. So it is good to have that like separation sometimes to kind of pull back a bit and not to be so 100% all the time. But it is quite hard. Like, do you know what I mean? If I have to pull myself back sometimes and try to chill out.
Do people know, when you go to the shops, do you get stopped, or because the ponytail's obviously gone since the press conference have gone.
Yeah,
Do people recognize you? Are you well known in your area?
yeah, yeah. At the odd time, I think I'm well known anyways around Ireland and in my area especially. But I think as you said, the ponytail. Maybe if I was to get the ponytail back and shrink a few inches, and my voice wasn't as deep as well. So maybe if I get back the squeaky voice and stuff like that and start floating around, then maybe people will start noticing me a bit more. But no, no, it is. I think I'm quite well known like around Dublin and Ireland and stuff like that, especially with the MMA community. But I was thinking about getting the man bun back for this fight. Anyways, give people something to recognize me by. Yeah.
I've been trying to find, before speaking to you, I've been trying to find the answer to this next question. You and Nathan Kelly, is this are you related?
No, no, we're not related whatsoever. Yeah, we just train in the same gym or fighting on the same card, and it's a mad situation. Yeah, we have the exact same name. It's nuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you were related, that would have been a bit weird for parents to give you the same name, but
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's mad. It's sometimes people be texting me and all thinking that I'm him. People be texting him thinking that he's me, and it's kind of a bit confusing. But no, it's a funny situation all the same. Yeah, it's a bit prick.
he seems like a good fellow. You did that interview, the little video to go the PFL. You both seem very like on good relationship, as obviously not family but friends, right?
Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, we're good mates. Like we obviously we train together all the time. So I think the PFL were asking a few questions there, trying to get us to have a bit of beef. But we're two nice chaps, and we're both mates. So we kept it respectful. Yeah.
And just last one from me, obviously, Ireland is so crazy about its MMA and boxing. Why is that? Why do you think it's such a great fighting culture over in Ireland?
I think the Irish have always kind of been fighters. Like, do you know what I mean? We've never really had it easy. We've always kind of had to fight for everything that we have now, and I think that's just kind of embedded into us almost. Like, do you know what I mean? It's a saying, the fight in Irish. So I think when the Irish people see like Irish people fighting, and especially now on such big platforms, I think it's just natural almost for us to get behind them and to support them. And I think it's just something bred into us as Irish people. I think we're just naturally born fighters, and I think we just like fighting, and we're a rowdy bunch, the Irish. So yeah.